Cholesterol, it's a natural component in all of us, but yet everyone is concerned for it. That's fair enough, because high cholesterol is a direct indicator of increased incidence of heart attack, strokes, limb diseases, and various other issues. So let's get familiarize ourselves with good and bad cholesterol. LDL, triglycerides, lipoprotein A. They are the notorious ones. You have to decrease them. HDL, that's the savior. You have to increase it. All this come under the umbrella of lipid profile. These are the target level that we have to aim for to avoid those fatty depositions in our blood vessels. Now, when you have to start the testing, men at the age of 35 years, women at the age of 45 years. Earlier you can start if you belong to the high risk category. The optimum time interval is 5 years. If everything is okay, you can go for early rescreening if some new symptom develops. You don't believe me? Of course not. Why should you believe anyone? Believe yourself at least and use the cardiac risk calculators. These are the cardiovascular risk calculators. Use them to know your scores today itself. Some of you might have those lipid depositions in your body, like eyelid marks, so go for these scoring systems. Now the next question is, do I actually need treatment for high cholesterol? If your lipid profile is deranged, you have a family history which is positive, and you have certain symptoms or you belong to the high risk category yourself, then yes, lifestyle modification along with medication is highly recommended. But again, if you are still in doubt, then go for the coronary calcium score testing. Now coming over to the treatment options, lifestyle modification, that's the list of it. One has to follow it. Omega-3 fatty acids, a lot of hue and cry about it. Olive oil, canola oil, good enough. Fish oil does mildly decrease the bad cholesterol. You can take it 1 to 2 times a week. Red yeast rice, there's a lot about it. You cannot replace your medications with red yeast rice only because it has the same composition like your lipid lowering agents. Green tea, yes, it's helpful. Soy protein, again good, but don't replace total proteins with soy proteins. Please be very careful when you're going for those designer foods and snacks. Still, there is no evidence that calcium, garlic, coconut water, coconut oil alone can actually decrease your bad cholesterol. Stop smoking, limit your alcohol. Medications are must. The most prescribed ones are your statins. Go to your medicine box, open it, look which drugs are you having. If it is statin, please know your drug, because there are certain statins which have to be taken at bedtime and certain statins which have to be taken during meal. There are some statins which actually interact with the grapefruit juice and pomegranate juice. They actually lower your cholesterol by 55%, but they might cause myalgias and muscle weakness. And if you are experiencing that, don't stop your drugs. Just go consult your doctor. We have a lot of alternatives. Please remember, the treatment of high cholesterol is a lifelong process. It might take months, like 6 to 12 months, for the effect to be actually shown. But stay committed to the plan. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. Don't go for this drastic calorie cutting diets. Start small. Know your medications fit. Don't stop the treatment or the levels will go high up again. And if you are perceiving any kind of side effect, go consult your doctor. Any query or anything is always welcomed here. Kindly comment below. Till then, let's keep inspiring each other and healing each other. Stay blessed, stay healthy. Good day.